pornography movie, triple X, quadruple X, seriously bad movies. It's right on TV and kids of 5 years, 10 years, girls, men, old lady are all watching. My God. I said, my God. It's just that it is at the bottom pit. So these people like that said, no, they were never like this. Family values, somebody's wife, and all those things has been sacred for the native. They would never, ever even think about that things. Somebody to go after somebody's wife, that's not a part of the native culture. They never do it. I talked to another guy named him, what is his name was? Stanley was the Kizig, I think. He brought a few things. I said, you know, it's a little bit of a problem because we need to go back to culture, the original culture, okay? That's like your clothes. You have to wear that to feel good. You're naked right now. You have no culture. You're nothing, you know, to dress up. I said, I'm going to go bring Alex Skeet from the other side. Oh, we said, no, 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 no. No, no, Tony, no, Abbas, no, 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 no. You don't understand. Why? He says he doesn't belong to here. And I found out there's a problem. That even among the Ojibwe nation, people of this reservation simply cannot go on that reservation, especially if they want to talk ideas in a level of leaderships or elderships and all. I said, that's not very good at all. So all the people of the world are getting united. You're all one people and one nations. So, they were not like this before though, dear Canadians, especially you Anglo-Saxons, because I think you're the most sympathetic. The other Canadians, including my own people, immigrants, they're just baffled with these stories. Then they don't know what's going on because they're always in big cities, either Vancouver or Toronto. They never see Indians around. But you guys are very sympathetic about this. I know that. I've spoken to many white people. They want to do anything they can to help natives, but they just feel cut off. A word they say, oh, you're racist, you're white collar, so they can't. They just zip shut. Somebody had to do this. So these reservations are really bad. We're putting in here, you talk one word, that why the money is going this way or that way, and they say, what? Who are you? Get out. I never said that. I knew I can't say that. It felt totally like the dictatorship of the one like it's in Iran and some of the Islamic country. These guys in power, you couldn't say a word. One word you say that, they're out. They found themselves, okay, government is allowing us to do whatever we want to do here. So we found these big forces of evil, I said 10, 20 of them, and the rest of the people in their, hand, and they do whatever they want to do. We can't be serious, This is truth, okay, what I tell you. And something has to happen. We have to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it. I know politicians from Ottawa listening to this, it says, ha, this boy again philosophizing and falsifying things. He doesn't know anything of Indian Act. He doesn't know of the lawsuit that's going on in the court right now. He doesn't know under the law we're bound to go with those treaties we've signed and all that and all jazz. Those things are a bunch of baloney, okay? You want to say those things, throw it out the door. I'll tell you there are ways to fix these things, very simple. First of all, we have to know what the real picture is. I've seen it in Ozenberg, I've seen it in Thunder Bay. I mean, it's not as bad as Ozenberg, but nowhere is good because there's no human right as far as expression of language or anything like that. If you want to go at a higher level, you just have to shut up and whatever elders says, those guys are elected. What elections, Again, it's all fixed and everything else. So, once we know our dollar is not only is not helping, but is deteriorating humanity in our country. Well, once this is proven to us, then we have to do something. You know what that is? It's me, it's not you. You're white, they're accusing you. They can't accuse me of anything. We have to save people, from these circumstances. All right, we got what, I don't know, 200, 250 reservations. There are people ranging from, I don't know, 200, sometimes even 15, 20, to a couple thousands, not more than that. We'll take one reservations at a time. In that reservation, one people at a time. I'm a Canadian businessman, and I want to know what is good for my people in my country. I'm going to buy the right of the status Indian from these Indians. I'm telling you that. You give up legally a right. You do not want to live here anymore. You are a human being, and you're saying that I don't want to be in a status Indian. I don't want to be different from other people. This is discriminations. I don't want to be there. Okay, we will buy you a house. A modest one. We'll also give you a job in the area that you like. Wildlife, parks, recreation, things that it deals with Canada's natures and all that. They're very good in this kind of things. Because in the offices and things like that, they can't act very well, okay? Make them rangers, whatever. Therefore, you get out of that. Why is this good? Is because it might cost us a couple $100,000, not even that, $100,000 probably maximum, buy a house or whatnot. We're not paying any more welfare because this man's working right now and he's contributing tax. You do the math. It is in the long run better for us. But the main thing is that one human being is saved from ghetto and he's out. The mistakes of our forefathers and all that treaties and all that, give it to me. Garbage. We're not those people. This is not that government. And we're not responsible. But in this country, we go things with justice, with fairness, and we ask everyone. Human conditions is not well there. Why should we go spend money somewhere else in the world to create peace or whatever and stay here? This wimpy attitude of the politicians. Get it out. I'll tell you, 90% of the native people of Canada, they love it. They like it. They don't like to be in a closed circumstances where there's no human right. Government, the band office government. They don't want that. Okay? And if they're confident, and if their culture is preserved, is recognized, with all those recommendations I gave you, they feel very well. Well, the same nations, like everywhere in the world. What can they achieve? Of course they can achieve everything. So should I think of myself like some fools that they do? Okay, there's a conspiracy against natives by the white people. It's stupid, absurd. No one in Canada wants that. Canadians, especially I'm talking those Anglo-Saxon race, that they call them racist. 90%, 95% of them, they're suffering from what's happening to the native people by their own dollar and the lame government. I don't know, what kind of a government is this? Too soft. Humanity is suffering within our country. We have to do something. This is discrimination against human beings, but in a different way. I have 5 brothers, and my mother and father, they give me more than my other father and brothers. What that's going to do? Spoil me? Make me lame? Then I have no motive? Then I don't become anybody? Just stay home and eat and sleep and don't do nothing? That's discriminations. Then you're saying that I'm a handicap. Native people and handicap? Absolutely not. You just do not know how to contact them. Baha'is were trying to go and teach ideology of the Baha'i Faith. I told them, don't talk. Your talk, ba 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 ba. That's all he registers. La 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 la. None of this word goes in his brain. His brain is stored only for tangible things. Bring me that knife, get me coffee, talk about God, this and that to them is, what are you talking about? That is not how they enter the truth. You sit down, be with them. And osmosis pressure, they scan you. If they could make connection with you, gradually from you goes into them. And if you are good and great, oh, they know it. They can give their life for you when they know you're genuine. They do. But that's how they understand. There's no other way that you can tell them the truth. They say, well, truth is what you're saying, that, okay, you're connected to God and this and that, okay. How about I touch it? They want to see. So there is a way that I think if we put it together, those who are interested, call me if you want. Native people, concerned people, and the white people sit together, said something from all these items that I said, including the governorship of Canada, including this cultural center everywhere. You know, let's introduce this as a culture of Canada. It is one of the big, huge part of us. Then you'll see everyone comes in. People like Alex Skeet, they will welcome this. And what a gem is he, and others like him that we do not know. If you think you've seen a spiritual person in your life, I'll tell you that right now, guys, you haven't. All you have seen is an avatar of somebody you don't know who it is. All you see is actors. But if one day you met Alex Skeet, and kind people like him, lots of them, and I stay with them or sometimes, don't talk, just stay. After a few days, you feel it. You feel it that, what is it? This is a different type of humanity. It's not black. It's not Chinese. This is not Middle East. This is not European. This is not Latino. It's something else. We have to recognize it, understand it, to become a part of it. All these native names, all the people have to have their own native names, their own dress, their houses. You bring them from reservation in certain area, subdivisions, they're all in there. Their houses have to be made like those teepees. It's beautiful, actually. Very efficient, very nice. Made out of cement, of course. Wood, cement, anything. A brand new, perfect house. But he has to feel that he's in his culture. Given the top jobs that they could do best. Anything to do with the nature, anything to do with parks, anything with the trees, anything with the rangers, animals, lots of things. But keeping them this way, the fact that you're telling them you can go to university and you don't have to pay. Right there you're telling him that never go to university. Because there's no incentive. Tomorrow in Canada you say that, oh, you can go to university, no money, no more required. Many people drop. Because then it's nothing. There's no achievement. So giving things free to people, killing their incentive. You know, you take the challenge out of it. You know, like giving the food in the baby's mouth all the time. There's not people who are babies. Give them money to live. That's not living. You're giving money there for some other ones among them that are seriously bad people to govern and rule other ones. These people have no right at all in that reservations. And even outside, you know. They have to wear their dress, their names. They have to see the sign of their cultures, and they have to get them back to the origin. This is the salmon fish has to travel back. So I'm putting this on the video for people to see. When people are stuck basically, young fellow in the reservations, it comes back, it's the same thing. He wants to get out somewhere, he couldn't because there's no address of anywhere that he can go. Okay, so he's stuck in the reservations. He can't go anywhere. There's no money because he doesn't have jobs. How are you going to get a job on reservations? If they step outside, you want to step outside, someone has to help you. So lots of Canadians, they could volunteer themselves if they want. Not as residential schools, but volunteer. Give it to the government of Canada, volunteering. If they want to integrate with the society, bring like a student exchange. Bring them to live with your children, learn from them, you know. Make them a part of our society. Not sitting on the periphery the way it is. This is why when they have nothing else to do, then they go to alcohol and drinks and that, and, you know. In Ozenberg, when I was, they were sniffing gas. And I look at their faces, they were just so innocent, so powerful. I said, my God, we're looking at aliens that come from the other space. This is not an ordinary human being. I have not seen this. The feeling I'm getting from them is no human being has given it to me. You know, what a gem we're missing. We're not letting it to flourish, to know what it is that you're having. It's a gift, it's a great gift. They're so beautiful, okay? So, we could do these things. The government of Canada has the power. They have the legislations with them. Money is there. But this cannot be set from government. Anytime government comes and says something, people say, another plan. Ordinary humans, ordinary people like myself, others, if they contact me, we've got to get together, start something, you know. Call it acculturations, something that had not been taken place in a long time. We're going to do an acculturations. Gradually bring this idea to all over Canada among the Native to see what they think about it, and then create a transitional plan. These are the things that is going to happen, and this time is different. I want the Native lawyers to be behind it. That this is what the people of Canada and the government of Canada, everyone wants to do. We want to end this in a peaceful way, and we want to see that you, our brothers and sisters, are going to recognize, you know, your originality. You are the forerunners, you know. You were here a long time ago. You're the jigsaw puzzle, a piece of it that we have to connect to. Or else Canadian life as we know it is not going to sustain. The key is there. It's a secret, people, but understand it. And you will never know what they are unless you live with them for a month or two. Especially those pure ones. Then you see there's something else that no other people are like that. Don't think that this is another Koreans or Japanese or Chinese because their face is like that. No, that's a wrong concept. These people are spiritual, they're not materialistic, they're not after possessions. Something so unique, you know, very unique. But we have stepped on their cultures, unwantedly, unwillingly perhaps. So, I remember I saw the trial of Louis Riel, which of course is a different story of the Métis now. This man was convicted as a treasonist. You know, I think it was in Saskatchewan. They told me a treasonist because he was trying to make, you know, Manitoba, and Manitoba I think it did, and then trying to bring Saskatchewan, fighting with the government to put them into, create another province. For this matter, he was taken down and killed as a treasonist. So they brought it, thanks to CBC again. What a beautiful, fantastic organization is that. I will be talking about that. And if humanity, you know, in Canada, I have to give numbers to them, I'll give 100 to Peter Mansbridge. You know. There's the other guy, I don't know his name, Stewart's. Many of them are there. What about David Suzuki? Lots of them, Rick Hansen. These are great, great individuals. So CBC did that. They duplicated a trial as it was, and they asked all the Canadians to be the jury. I think 95%, 96% of the Canadian, they exonerated him. So he's not a treasonous. So thanks to CBC, we're doing that. But today, as you could see, I was an example that how our forefathers did things that has got nothing to do with us. I remember in Ozenberg, Chief Roy, I think was that, was complaining, yeah, they came here, they took this and that and that and that. I told them there is a couple of shovels outside. I said, take those shovels, go dig down those graves, find those people who did to you and bang their head off. But don't talk to these boys that are with me because they have nothing to do with that and you know it. Okay? If anybody is native, these people are this youth. They're more natives. They are spiritual, they're like you. Don't misunderstand the color of their skin, please. They have nothing to do. He just looked back and says that I'm different, eh? He says to me, oh, you're different. I said, yeah. I'm a little different. I'm crazier than, you know, you guys. I left all my money to come down here to learn, I said. Believe it to me, I told him, I've come to learn. I want to know what kind of a puzzle you guys are. Try to understand you. They like me, you know. So we have to set this out. The system. We could do it right here in TV. Well, people come in, talk about the natives. A brilliant figure like David Suzuki and Peter Mansbridge team up on that. To bring people in, let's talk, to see what's happening in the reservation. Let Canadians to know. Say to people, say what you have, what happened to you. Tell us in detail. Then, see what we can do. One reserve at a time. Get rid of this reservation system. And try to see what these brothers and sisters are here and essentially learn from them by being with them. So, you know, osmosis pressure from them goes into us, from us goes into them, then something beautiful happens. Okay. I sound like Louis Riel again, eh? Especially from Iran originated, saying these things. Believe me, the whole planet is too small that I will be from some part of it, okay? My foot is big enough that to cover one continent and the other one, the other continent. I can't, it's too small that I see west or east into it. All I see is humanity, the nanotechnology of God here, and their secret is that the truth is not with one of them. I've got something, another person's another one. It's a big piece. When we're together, the jigsaw puzzle is solved and the truth will be found. It's in all of us. One cannot claim it. Yeah, but if it does, it's a bunch of words. It's not going to have anything really come out of it. So somebody had to speak. Why not an immigrant from Middle East? That's me. And I'm hoping there are, you know, the only response I really will be beginning from Anglo-Saxons and maybe some natives or people that are white and native mixed or something. I hope it serves I hope it serves the goodness, what I said. But do not be alarmed. If you don't like it and what I think, what I said, you think I'm out of whack. Okay, guys, there's billions of lies every day on the TV, and you don't get offended by it, and you watch it. take what I say to you. If it is no good to you, then just throw it out, okay? But if it was good and you felt you could do something about it, let me know. See you.